you love a good Dave rant? Want to see the latest Ramsey Show videos going viral? Check out your favorite moments from the Ramsey Show on YouTube. Go watch and subscribe to the Ramsey Show channel on YouTube.
Alrighty, Ramsey Show over. There's the baby steps for you in order for your convenience. And I'll just put my links in the chat and then we will get going here. And now the trick is to get all these in before Sid or Obs put something in the chat and didn't do it. Didn't make it with all the plugs. Okay, but they're in there, so there we go. All right. Oh, let's see. Let's make sure we are going here. Yep, show number 274 today. And earlier there was a call. I think it was one of the first calls of the show, and Dad was talking about his daughter wanted to go to a more expensive school than he could afford because she wanted to leave the state, live far away from home. And somebody in the chat put in that, good morning, Julia. Put in that she wanted to spend daddy's money, so that reminded me of this song. Where is, oh, it doesn't have the information. Normally it has the information on the right side of when that came out. It's been a while. So let's give it a shot here. It's been a while since I've heard this. Let's see what we can do. Key of D, it says here. 8-measure introduction. Country song. I can't concentrate on the preacher preaching. Attention span done turned off. I'm honed in on that angel singing up there in the choir loft. She's got her daddy's money, her mama's good looks, more laugh than a stack of comic books. A wild imagination, a college education, you add it all up and it's a deadly combination. She's a good bass fisher, a dynamite kisser, country as a turnip green. She's got her daddy's money, her mama's good looks, and look who's looking at me. Her second cousin was my 3rd grade teacher. I used to cut her grandma's grass. Back then she was nothing but knees and elbows. Golly, did she grow up fast. Got her daddy's money, her mama's good looks, more laughs than a stack of comic books. A wild imagination, a college education, add it all up, it's a deadly combination. She's a good bass fisher, a dynamite kisser, country as a turnip green. She's got her daddy's money, her mama's good looks, and look who's looking at me. Oh, what up, Obs? Didn't see you there. Sorry about that. Polsky. Whoops. Maybe you could grant me one. Say I do to the angel with the choir robe on. Little pitchy, who's got her daddy's money, her mama's good looks, more laughs than a stack of comic books. A wild imagination, a college education, Add it all up, it's a deadly combination. She's a good bass fisher, dynamite kisser. Country as a turnip green. She's got her daddy's money, her mama's good looks, and look who's looking at me. She's got her daddy's money, her mama's good looks, and look who's looking at me. Wow, 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 wow. All right, it does not say what year that is. Anywhere on there, does it? Show more. Nope, doesn't. Let's see if we can find out. I'm curious. Year released. That would be the year of our Lord, 1994. So there you go. All right. And we got some more singing to do as usual. Listen for the drum taps. Like all plans, it starts with step one. $1,000 emergency fund. Step two, you'll pay off all your debt. Except mortgage, we don't do that yet. So pay off your consumer debt. Every one of the charges, from smallest to largest. Baby step three is next. Full emergency fund of expenses, you stay gazelle intensive. His name is Dave Ramsey, and this is his plan. And I hope to meet him, I admire the man. I've messed up in my life, but these steps have made it right. That's why I don't, and why I host this after show. If you don't like the way it's working out, you should do the baby steps. If you want to have financial peace, then you should do Dave's baby steps. Step 4 is when you can take a breath and go less gazelle and invest. Step 5 is to save for your kids. No student loans at all for college. 6 is to pay off your home. Step 7, build your wealth and don't keep it all yourself. And you've lived like nobody else. And now you get to live large, and now you get to give large. That's all you need. Hey, Dave Ramsey, and this is his plan. And I hope to meet him, I admire the man. I've messed up in my life, but these steps have made it right. That's why I go, and why I host this YouTube show. If you don't like the way it's working out, you should do the baby steps. And if you want to have financial peace, then you should do Dave's baby steps. Trumpet, take it home. Live from Columbus, OH. It's the Ramsey Show Aftershow show. Here we talk about the Ramsey Show YouTube chat, and the people in it, and all things financial, and whatever else I want to talk about. I'm your host, that's Coach Steve Money. I'm a certified Ramsey Solutions financial coach, and you can schedule a free consultation assessment at calendly.com / Coach Steve Money. Calendly.com / Coach Steve Money. Links at the top of the chat and in the video description below. Pardon me. You can email me about anything, yes, anything, at CoachSteveMoney@gmail.com. You can reach me on Instagram, add me on the ground, Coach Steve Money, no spaces. And if you'd like to donate to the channel so I can make it better, that's PayPal.me/Coach Steve Money. All right, let's check in on the chat. The Ramsey Show chat, people were saying, oh, there needs to be more steps after 7. Nope, it doesn't. Let's see what we got. More expensive schools because you get a college experience. Duh. Yeah, not gonna do that. Polsky says he's got Aftershow playing on Laundromat TVs. Awesome. Somebody wanted to get rich doing a laundromat. Thanks for the IO, Polsky. What up, Matt Daniels? And Clay is here. Well, it's Tuesday, right? Yeah, it's Tuesday, Clay, so you didn't have to hear Friday, so you're happy about that. But you probably also didn't hear that I did Daddy's Money by Ricochet to begin the show, because somebody mentioned that based on one of the first callers. Alrighty, and let's see what we got going on here. Today's Ramsey Show hosts were Dave Ramsey himself and co-host George Camel. And we have some of a song for him. Let's try it. Yeah. Used to host YouTube back in the day. KC calls him George, Camel with a K. Now George hosts 3 podcasts, they don't cost a cent. A borrowed future, entree, leadership, and the fine print. Opened up YouTube, saw the thumbnail was Camel. It's always fun with George on the panel. Ayo wears ASOS and Deloney wears flannel. No one does it better than our guy George Camel. Paid his house off. Baby step 7, y'all. No other ones needed. Ordered a Tesla. Got a used Tesla. Still a Tesla. All right. Market report. And I'm gonna call this up because it's more up than down, and also because the Nasdaq and the S&P are up, and that's more important to me than the Russell Small Cap Index or the Dow Jones Total Market Index. So, and that's a little bit of good news. Let's see if it says why. MarketWatch says stocks end mixed Tuesday in choppy trade ahead of key inflation reading. Oh yeah, that's right. Inflation numbers tomorrow morning, I believe. All right, so I'll be winning fantasy mutual funds. I'll be winning that for today because the Nasdaq is the most up here. And 0.25% up. That's better than somebody being so much down. It's still so much down. Let's look at the 1 year. As you can see, it's down for the past 365 days here. So 5 years still up by a good percentage, by 91%, 91.75% over the past 5 years. 6 months is going to be down too. 5 days even, but the 1 day it is up. So that's something, and we'll see what happens the rest of the week. We got earnings from tomorrow. Occidental Petroleum and the Mouse reporting tomorrow, and so hopefully both of them made lots of money. We'll see if Disney Plus lost subscribers like Netflix did. Next week is Walmart and Home Depot, and Cisco and Applied Materials. So hopefully all of them have good news, and we can turn this downturn around. The rest of the planet, what do we got? We got is that even? I guess even. So I'll call everything up in Europe then if it's not negative. Unless that one closed. They closed it out, I guess, maybe. Asia is mostly down. Currencies, the euro is down to the US dollar. The Japanese yen is down to the US dollar. The British pound move down to the US dollar. The US dollar up on the Canadian dollar and the Australian dollar, mate, is down to the US dollar. Got a story on that in just a second. Crypto up today. They've been having some rough losses and surprisingly similar to the market. As you can see, let's see what that Ethereum has done over 1 year. I mean, not over 1 year, I meant to do. Yep, Ethereum the same, down for the past 365 days, just like the market. XRP is down as well, and Doge, not 5 years. Obviously, it's up for 5 years because they don't have anything all through until 2021. So one reason why Dave is not into them, because they don't have any kind of track record yet. All right, let's see if I can find that. I don't see it. Well, we'll get to it in order then. Let's see. Where did my hair go? I found a coupon for. Didn't find it. They emailed it to me actually. For great clips. So there you go. There you go. So, and of course now I look like I have $7 when it grows out like a chia pet. I look like I don't have $7 to get my hair cut. So yeah. Dogecoin did not. Today it did. And of course, this doesn't shut off at 4 p.m. Eastern time like the stocks do, like Wall Street does. This is 24 hours. So, yeah, for this one day, it did, yeah. All right, we did that one. Let's see, this from the Motley Fool, 65 billion reasons to buy AMD stock. AMD crushed Wall Street's expectations for the first quarter thanks to its data center business. Acquisition of Xilinx and AMD's growing market share bode well for the company. With terrific earnings growth in the cards, AMD looks like a solid bet right now. And there you can see it is up to $2.37, which is 2.74 cents. As you can see on that. And curious to see what the after hours is looking like. AMD stock after hours is the gray, and so basically about the same. Not that much change. Looked like a little bit down from the close, but coming back up there. So we'll see how that does tomorrow. Yeah, just a little bit down there. All right, fun times. So hopefully that will bring back, help bring back the NASDAQ, and hopefully other companies as well get their butts in gear. The Intel, here we go, from realmoney.com. NVIDIA, AMD, Intel, and Qualcomm shares now stand, and they're all down, of course. Let's see. Valuation, what's the like? Oh, I thought it would have some. I thought it would have some like better story for this. But anyway, the conclusion is anyone investing in Qualcomm would need to keep an eye on how high-end smartphone demand is trending. Its shares look like a good deal at current level. Oh, that's all of them have conclusions. Okay. While there's a lot to like about NVIDIA business, its relatively steep valuation in high gaming exposure. Okay, so this has kind of like good in-depth analysis on each one of those. Okay, I thought it would be more like what they all have together. Let's see. Following the recent sell-offs, two of these major chip developers arguably present compelling risk rewards, and probably they're talking about AMD. Provided gaming GPU demand doesn't fall sharply, it shouldn't. Prices coming down a little bit, and so that should actually bump up the market. It looks reasonable. Intel has a show me. Okay. NVIDIA, we did that one already. And Qualcomm. Yeah. Qualcomm, they're waiting to see how phone demand happens. Craftsman, what up? Yes, gas is going back up again. So I don't know what happened. I don't know what happened with all that oil that POTUS released. Let's check on that. Let's see what happened to the oil that POTUS released from the strategic reserves. America's favorite segment, Steve Google stuff. Boom, 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 boom. Department of Energy has announced an awarded contract for all of the initial 30 million barrels it put up for sale. Okay. He announced that. He announced some in November 23rd. And I think he did it. 1 million barrels of oil per day starting on March 31st. Until when? See if there's any newer. Why Biden's release of U.S. oil reserves won't end pain? Let's find out. Because they're all going to where? This from Al Jazeera. Gas prices will keep rising amid Russian war in Ukraine as sanctions tighten and demand outstrip supply, experts say. All right. Biden administration by now realizes that as long as we have a Russia problem, oil prices are going higher. All right, so basically it didn't help. It makes them look like they did something, but it didn't help. It may have helped a teensy tiny bit, but didn't really help. So, all right. This from CNN Business. Yep, members getting ads. That's right, OBS. That's good. They lost too much. Too many subscribers. They are talking about like a discounted price for Netflix, but it does have the ads in it. So that's the dealio on that. Don't really need any more information on that. That tells about all we need to know. In case you were wondering, Elon and Jeff and Bill lose billions of dollars in net worth in tech downturn. And let's see if it says anything interesting about it. NASDAQ sank 4% on Monday. It did indeed. Musk lost approximately $12.8 billion on just Monday. So there you go. Fortunately, he's worth, these guys are all worth a lot more than that. So they'll probably get something to eat tonight. So even though, but that's how it's hitting those guys. From CNBC, let's see, stock futures dipped slightly ahead of key inflation reading, as we read earlier. Household debt nears, from CNBC, $16 trillion despite rising rates and inflation. Consumer debt and credit rose 1.7% in the first quarter to $15.84 trillion, and that's a new record, not necessarily one you want to set. The increase, which stemmed largely from housing debt, came amid surging inflation and rising rates. Student loan debt climbed by $14 billion because nobody's paying it, bringing the annual increase to 6.5%. 1.2% of student loan borrowers are paying them back. Acceleration in debt overall comes with consumer price inflation up 8.5% over the past year through March. Mortgages make up 71% of all household debt, a number that has consistently climbed. Freezing? Yeah, that happens sometime. I think the video freezes, but it's because this computer here at work isn't the greatest. It's not a gaming computer like I have at home that can more handle it, even though the video card is 5 or 6 years old. But yeah, I believe when that does that, the audio still stays good. So it is what it is. Maybe one day I'll get a better computer here at work. This from CNN Business again. Gas prices jumped to fresh record highs. Prices at the pump soared to fresh record highs. So, as you can see, releasing the oil from the strategic reserves didn't keep that from happening. So, this from Yahoo Finance. All of Wall Street is lining up behind the dollar's historic run. Yeah, this is the one I was talking about. It talks about the dollar being up lately against all of the other world currencies. Let's see. Bullish time for the US dollar. These financial organizations telling clients that as long as fear runs through markets, the US currency will keep charging higher. There's no other alternative. If we get one big single bad event in the world, or a big fall in equities, or a geopolitical event, the dollar will spike higher. So certainly nobody wants to be short of it. Dollar's demolition job puts Asia's central banks on defense. Okay. Bloomberg Dollar Spot Index has surged 5.4% since the start of April, and near the strongest levels on record. Currency is at $1.05 against the euro, and more analysts have started raising the possibility that the two could soon trade at parity. All right. Oh yeah, sad day today, CNBC. Apple discontinues the last iPod model. I guess they figured out they don't really need that, since your phone can do that now. Your phone can do all that. So let's see if it says. Let's see if it says any final words on there. Apple's discontinued the iPod Touch. It marks the end of an era of portable music devices Apple kicked off in 2001. That was 21 years ago, for if you can't do the math at home. Apple said the iPod Touch will be available while supplies last. So grab them up. Grab them up. Maybe you can sell, maybe if you hold on to them, maybe you can sell them in a couple years or something like that. Down in the after hours trading, Apple is down. Oh, let's see. When it first introduced the iPod in 2001, boasting of its ability to hold up to 1,000 CD quality songs into an ultra portable 6.5 ounce design that fits in your pocket. Latest version was introduced in 2019. $199 iPod Touch can send iMessages and plays FaceTime calls in addition to playing music, but it can't make phone calls. So it's pretty much, I guess, like a phone, except it can't do that. And maybe not get the other apps either. So limited on apps. So yep, probably sales down on those as well. I would assume. It's on a hot mic, that's right. Audio wasn't working quite right, but it's tolerable. All right. Become a scalper and sell them as rare items. Well, they will be if nobody, if they're not, because they're not putting them out anymore. So once you can't find them in stores, you can make some bags on that. Alrighty, let's get some questions. This is from the reddit.com/r/Dave Ramsey. The Dave Ramsey subreddit is not run by Ramsey Solutions. If you want a group run by Ramsey Solutions, that would be the Ramsey Baby Steps community on Facebook. But there are plenty of other. There's 3 Ramsey dating groups on there. Most of the people on there seem to be married, however, and just never got out of the dating group, but that's the way it rolls over there. And there's plenty of other there's other Dave Ramsey groups over there as well that aren't run by Ramsey Solutions. This is from Wonderful Antelope. Pay equity or renovate? Wife and I bought a duplex that we live in. We live in the downstairs unit that hasn't been touched in years, and upstairs doesn't need any work for the time being. We're debating on if we should focus on paying down more equity, yes, or spending the money on making some basic improvements to, perhaps, our unit. We are painting bedrooms, but what really needs to be done, sounds like a Midwest person with their needs done, it's really needs to be done, is the bathroom and kitchen. Of course it does. Aside from that, some exterior upkeep and basement items. If you need any other info, let me know and I'll try to fill in. You don't need to do any of that if your kitchen has a working oven and the water is working in there fine. And there's no problems like that. In the bathroom, if the water runs, if the toilet flushes, and you can wash your hands in there, it's doing its job. You don't have to every so often just because you watch HGTV. That's weird. My phone just lit up all by itself with no notification. Interesting. But you don't need to do it just because you watch HGTV, or shows like that, channels like that, and do that. So, especially if you were trying to if you're not on baby step 7 and you're trying to get through some of the baby steps. So let's just see if the OP did put any other info in. Did not. Okay. So yeah, I mean, you don't need to do that. If they're working, they're working. So would recommend it be paid off before you do any renovating. What up, AJ? It's the first AJ, not the second AJ. AJ does like a good HGTV, I bet. AJ says phone lighting up on its own. They're listening to you. Probably, AJ. Why are they going to do me like that? Don't do me like that. Oh, no, you love me, baby. Something like that. This from Federal Banana 12. Nope. Just from Federal Banana. It was 12 hours ago. Baby step 4. Help explain to me what to do. 401k. Am I doing this right? Well, let's find out. Baby step 4, flare. That means they have paid off all non-mortgage debt and that they already have a full emergency fund of 3 to 6 months of expenses. So I've never been through a recession as an adult, and with negative, a recession doesn't affect the baby steps. You don't change anything that you're doing. Basically, if the market's down, you're getting it on sale. So, but you still do it the same way. You buy on schedule. Never been through a recession as an adult, and with negative stock moves lately, you don't do stocks. You do for retirement, managed mutual funds, and if you're saving for a purchase, if you have 5 years, you can put that in the market in the form of a S&P 500 index fund. That's Dave Ramsey's advice. Lately, my mental fortitude is being tested for the first time. Well, you don't lock in losses until you sell. Put 15% of pre-tax income into 401k each paycheck, right? It is in a Vanguard, doesn't matter. Target date matters. Target dates usually suck. You don't want it to be in there because you make all your money in riskier stuff to begin with. And then they put you, for the last hump, they put you in something that doesn't make any money at all. So Dave Ramsey does not advise target dates. He does not recommend bonds. He does not recommend any of the stuff that they put you into that is safe. Let's see, should I continue even through times like this? Yes. Even if the stock market continues to slide, yes. To put this 15% in each paycheck because you're getting it on sale. Should I reduce it to 10%? No. Do something else? No. Sure, this is a basic question, so apologies, but it's something I want to gather opinions on. Thanks so much. Heads of time. All right. Heads of time will be fun. I'm sure some people told them to do that. Investing in times like this, exactly when you make the most money over the long term. Exactly. Because you're buying it on sale. Let's take a look at this. All right, so 5 years. All right, so up, a little bit, little hiccup right there. Up. Pandy crash right there. So the market as a whole went down 33%. This looks like it went down more like 75%. Maybe something like that. 60 at least, 60% at least. So if you bought right there, which I did, because I bought right there, right there, right there, right there, right there, right there, and all the way down, and then all the way up and back within less than 6 months, it was up to a new high, including what I bought for this price here. So did very well on that. And then it kept going. And so now it's down. But so when it's down, you are getting it on sale because it always, since the beginning of time, it always comes back up to reach the previous high and then goes to new highs, always. And if it ever doesn't do that, that's probably the end of America, and we got more problems than that. So that's the dealio. On that, girlfriend has bipolar disorder. I think that's what that is. That's from Silver Lucius. So I'm working on the baby steps and presently stalled on step 4 and 5 because I recently sold my house and moved multiple states away for a new job. While I'm saving money for a house, I'm only putting 10% into my 401k. Sold the house, you should have, are you saving to buy it completely in cash, or did you sell the house to pay off debt? Let's see, I had to leave my girlfriend behind, and we are doing the long distance thing. However, here's a situation I need some advice on. Girlfriend struggling to get started with baby steps. She wants to do them, but 10 years of a narcissistic husband lying and hiding things have her more than a little messed up. Adding a more immediate issue is that she has borderline personality disorder. Not bipolar, my bad. I try to encourage her to save money, but when she becomes stressed, her go-to habit is spending money. All right. This is even worse when she's trying to pay off bills and when she's short money to pay the minimum. Her BPD rationalizes her putting money towards things like makeup and such to make her feel better in the short term. I know she wants to do better. She wants to get out of debt and be a better mother and significant other. But BPD isn't something that can be easily managed, especially when the lack of money and her debt is a trigger to spiral out of money. It was easier when you were there, obviously, when I could be a sounding board and encourage her directly, but now with distance it's hard, and she gets so mad at herself when she slips and wants to just give up. I've never heard Dave talk about mental illness and suggestions on how to handle it and the baby steps. She needs counseling. Even long distance, you can go through Financial Peace University with her, get a membership to Ramsey Plus, and then you can go through that together, and she can learn about that. That's something that puts you basically, it's virtual. I'm sure you guys Skype or FaceTime or whatever. It'll be just like that, but you'll be going through FPU, watching all the lessons, etc., etc., all that as well. So, but you got need counseling to try to get it, and you can talk to her if she gets so mad at herself. If she can remember when she gets mad, tell her to try to remember when you get mad at yourself afterwards, when you slip and just want to give up. So maybe if you try to think about that when you're spending money, and of course I'm not a counselor, but that would just be an idea. Maddie Bags, thanks for dropping by. AJ's got to bounce, got to do something with some meat probably. Alright, what else we got? Stress watching checking account go down. Did we do this yesterday? No, we did that one. Because it's not, I know, because this is light blue and that one's. And plus, the after show was over 22 hours ago. So Bigfoot Believer, 0421. All right. Stress watching checking account go down. Probably down. My husband and I were blessed with a small inheritance. And of course, we learned today on the Ramsey show that any extra money you get from anywhere goes to whatever baby steps you're on. We used a quarter of it to pay off credit cards and our deck. The only debt that is left is our mortgage and car. Okay, got to do the car. Having a hard time watching our checking account go up and down after paying off our debt. Well, it went up when you got a small inheritance, so that explains that. And it went down when you did the smart thing and paid off your credit cards and your deck. So that's to be expected. So try to tell myself that it'll go up now that since we paid off the debt. That's right. But it's stressful sometimes. Anyone else feel this? Well, you got to realize what you did with the money, where you got to recognize where it went to. It went to the debt you owe, and now you don't have to pay that off ever again because that part is gone. So now you just need to pay off the car. And then you can work on your full emergency fund, and then that will go up, and you'll be happy about that when you see that amount go up. So it doesn't happen overnight. As Dave says, we sell crock pots, not microwaves here, and so it does take some time. Alrighty, let's see if we've got some more time. Might end the show early today. Hot. Let's see if I did that. No, we did that one. Yep, okay. Sort by new again, see if there's a new one, and there's not. Okay, so that'll be it for today. Upcoming streams. Of course, we have this show, Ramsey Show Aftershow show. That is Monday through Friday at 6 p.m. Eastern Time. And that follows immediately the Ramsey Show. Mondays, 8 p.m. Eastern Time. Tech Sport with Coach Steve Money. Curse of Oak Island Season 9 is over, but there are companion shows. There's a companion show coming on tonight. And those probably will not come out Wednesdays, probably more like Thursdays on those. But there are at least two more of those coming out. Wednesdays and Saturdays, the scheduled versions at 8 p.m. Eastern Time of Old Man Video Gaming on Wednesdays and Saturdays. And but I do play bonus Old Man Video Gaming. Do play other games at other times unannounced. Just whenever I have time, whenever I'm gonna play a game anyway, I almost always just stream it too. So look for those. Alrighty, go home, reload. Alright, none of the new people that came in today subscribe. That's alright. Appreciate them coming in anyway. You can schedule a free consultation with me. I am Coach Steve Money. I am a certified financial coach via Ramsey Solutions. It's Dave Ramsey's company. And you can find the link to scheduling an appointment at the top of the chat, in the video description below, and on the right side of my YouTube banner here. That will take you to calendly.com. You click on Financial Coaching Consultation Assessment. And then you pick a date you want. You can change the month if you want. But how about May 27th, which is the release of the first 2 episodes of the Obi-Wan series on Disney Plus, and also the first half of the new season of Stranger Things. So a bunch of watching going to be involved there for a lot of the planet. Around that day, Wednesday the 25th, is the 45th anniversary of the first Star Wars movie that was released in 1977. I was alive for that. You can click on the time you want that appointment, and Calendly will let me know when you would like that appointment. I will email you back to let you know what information I need in order to accurately financially assess you. This P right there is for donations, a PayPal link, paypal.me/CoachSteveMoney. That one is Instagram. Add me on the gram at Coach Steve Money, no spaces. And if you have any questions at all, or just want to talk about something, you can do that at CoachSteveMoney@gmail.com. Especially if you would like to sing the Baby Steps song. I've sung that for 7 months now, and time for other people to sing it. So you can pre-record it and send that to me, and I'll play that on the show, or you can do it live. We do have the technology to make that happen. You can also email me about anything that's going on. I'm playing Last of Us right now, almost done with that. About Oak Island, about any of the financial stuff, the Ramsey stuff, video gaming, computer stuff. I've been a PC tech for 25 plus years, and the songs that I've written. Can ask me about any of that. Alrighty. Magic Elixir, thanks for dropping by. Can't wait to retire with a pension and a 401k. That'll be fun, sounds like. Alrighty. Clay can't wait for both. You like the Stranger Things, Clay? It's fun. And certainly you saw David Harbour in the Black Widow movie. Highly recommend that. Alrighty. Have a wonderful evening, and I might play video games tonight. I don't know. I don't know if I will do that or not. Maybe. We'll see. Make smart financial decisions every day. You need a friend, Clay? Alright, I'll be your friend, Clay. Mama called him Clay, Daddy called him Clay, I call him Clay. Now, once again, make smart financial decisions every day. Good night. Clay watched the last 3 seasons to prepare. Very nice. Good night.